Greetings, everyone, and welcome to Intuitive Art Mediums. Thank you for joining me for the Scorpio full moon pick a card tarot reading. The Scorpio full moon occurs on Monday, May 12th at 12:56 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So be sure to adjust to your location on the planet, and that's when the sun and moon oppose each other. Now, the Scorpio full moon can bring about some very intense emotions, passions, jealousies, obsessions, feeling betrayed, but also joy, so it can go either way on the spectrum. You can also experience both of these at the same time as well. Now, Scorpio is the sign of investigation, digging into the mysteries. So that might be a positive way to distract yourself from any kind of negative emotions that might be stirred up during this Scorpio full moon, and doing some deep soul searching within yourself. Scorpio rules the underworld. And this is a great time to go deep within yourself and clear out any kind of emotions, feelings, toxicity, whether it's people, situations, bad habits, and it's a good time to clear that out. The full moon is about completions, illuminations. So this is a good time to illuminate those things that you want to clear out as we go through the waning moon process, which occurs after the full moon. So we have 3 piles to choose from. This is pile 1 with the citrine point. This is pile 2 with the selenite sphere. And this is pile 3 with the green calcite. So take your time in choosing your pile. You may be drawn to more than one pile, and that's your intuition letting you know that there's a message for you in that pile as well. I will begin with pile 1. There'll be timestamps down below for the other readings, and I'll meet you at your reading. Hello, pile 1. If you were drawn to the citrine point, welcome to your reading. I am going to draw the other Moonology cards before we begin your reading, so we can just reveal all 3 of them at the same time. Okay, pile 1. We begin with the first quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. So words carry vibration. This could be in the form of positive affirmations, self-talk, journaling, mantras. And then next we have the night moon with shadow work. So I feel like that you might be speaking your world into being by doing some shadow work. And that Scorpio full moon is an excellent time to dig deep and allow that full moon to illuminate the shadows that need to be worked on. And by working with your shadow, talking with your shadow, you'll be able to speak your world into being. And then we have the new moon in Cancer. You and your loved ones are safe. So know that you are safe in doing this work. Some of you might be feeling unsafe, whether it's within yourself. This could also be something that you're just feeling uneasy about. These can be hidden anxieties, and that would be working with your shadow to clear out any of those anxieties and give yourself that sense of security and safety. And that could very well be what part of your world you're speaking into being, to be safe, to feel safe. Okay, let's get some tarot cards down for you. And we begin with the Page of Cups, new creativity. So some of you could be working creatively. Two of Swords, feeling like you're at the crossroads, trying to make a tough decision, weighing those pros and cons. Then we have the Five of Staffs. Some of you could be uncertain or just disagreeing with yourself, or it could be other people putting in their input that's causing you some anxiety, confusion, not really helping you in finding the direction that's correct for you. And here we have the High Priestess. You're meant to tune into your own intuition. And then we have the Ten of Staffs, which is a card of feeling burdened. So the Page of Cups is about new creativity. Maybe some of you are working on some new creative projects, or you're inspired. This is also a card of following your heart, doing what feels right in your heart. And that will help you to decide which direction you want to go in, regardless of what your inner voices might be saying, saying, oh, why are you trying to do that? And I feel like that those words are echoes from the past that you're meant to clear out. And here we have the High Priestess tuning you into your intuition, maybe guiding you to dig deeper into your own intuitive gifts that you have, and maybe expanding on those gifts. With the Ten of Staffs, this can feel like something is weighing you down. And maybe this is some karmic stuff that feels heavy to you, and you're meant to clear that out so that your path is clear. Let's get some clarifying cards on here with the Light Seers Tarot. And I feel like that you're going to come up with some very creative solutions in dealing with the challenges. There might be some indecision about which things to let go of. So let's see. On the Page of Cups, we have the Ace of Cups. Some emotional healing, the Holy Grail, taking care of yourself. Now, for some of you, this can be some kind of art therapy, whether it's through singing or speaking, writing, dancing, painting, drawing, whatever creativity. It might even be a combination of any of those creative arts that you find healing. On the Two of Swords, we have the Sun. Okay, with the full moon, we have Sun and Moon opposing each other. And this will help illuminate and bring clarity. The Sun is about clarity, conscious decisions. Here we have a woman who is blindfolded, and the Sun is going to shine through that blindfold, bringing something to your consciousness that may have been hidden, something that you may not have seen before. And I feel like that it comes in this emotional flow because we have the Page of Cups with the Ace of Cups that is stirring your creative waters and helping you to manifest. On the Five of Staffs, we have the Six of Wands. That is the card that follows the Five of Staffs, and this brings you victory. You are choosing yourself over what other people are saying. You are clearing out the commotion because you are very clear with this Sun energy, which is also bringing clarity to your inner child, your sense of play, and taking joy in that victory. Maybe you have overcome some kind of internal challenge in your shadow work, and you're meant to celebrate that victory. On the High Priestess, we have the Three of Wands. This is waiting patiently for that which is coming to you. Allow your intuitive messages to flow to you. Don't try to force it. On the Ten of Staffs, we have the Hierophant. Okay, for some of you, climbing these stairs to enlightenment can feel heavy, especially after climbing several flights of stairs. You can feel that, oh, I got so much further to go. But the Hierophant is also about an initiation. And with initiations, there is a sacrifice. And by unloading that which burdens you, it'll make climbing these stairs much easier to enlightenment. Okay, let's get you a magical spell card because it's always fun to do magic with the moon, with both the new moon and the full moon. And this Scorpio full moon is about discovering your own mystical gifts that may have been hiding from you. They may have been hiding from you because you've had to keep them safe. And when you feel safe, you're going to feel that you can discover them. Now, okay, so we have organization with number 42, purpose, planning, efficiency now come to me so easily. Okay, so I do feel like that you're meant to clear. Okay, at the bottom of the deck, we have number 4 with beauty. I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. And I feel like that once you become organized within your mind, that inner beauty will be illuminated. And organizing yourself, this could be doing, another layer of spring cleaning, making those accomplishments and celebrating each of those accomplishments, being patient with yourself as you are clearing away the layers of clutter. That can be emotional clutter, psychological clutter. It can actually be physical clutter as you get your space reorganize. Maybe it's just clearing off your desk, clearing off your drawing table, organizing your papers, organizing yourself on what it is that you want to do next. You are discovering your new purpose, and now you are planning for it. This Three of Wands is teaching you some patience here as you organize. Now, there might be some challenges here with organizing. Some of you might feel overwhelmed with the clutter that is around you. And the way to find your direction is to clear out and throw away that which has already been dealt with or is outdated, and it's time to toss it, to throw it away, making room for some new energy to flow into those areas of your life. Also making time for yourself. Maybe it's time to do some meditation to help you to organize your own thoughts, to visualize what it is that you are planning for, so that you can execute that purpose in the most efficient way, so you can operate in the most efficient way. And you're going to, once you start the process by clearing out that which no longer serves you, that which is old and it just needs to be shredded and tossed, again, that new energy is going to flow in with this Three of Wands, which is someone who is in this card. They're waiting for the right wave to ride. Well, instead of waiting for the right wave to ride, practice on the waves that you do have coming in. And you'll be out there in the ocean, and eventually the right wave will come to you. And you'll know so intuitively with this High Priestess. This is asking you to get into your own flow by getting out there and practicing riding that flow of energy. And in time, it's going to become easier. This could, again, be through practicing your flow of meditation, practicing your artwork, dancing, writing. Just get into the flow, and you'll get that clutter out of you. Those stuck ideas will loosen and will open up for flow of energy. Okay, let's get you some moon magic cards. Okay, Spirit, toss this out. And we have the first quarter moon. I am honest with myself and others. When you are honest with yourself first, it'll be easier to be honest with others, especially those that you are letting go of. Maybe your friendship has just outgrown each other, and it's time to, like, okay, you're on your path, I'm on my path. And that could also speak to this Two of Swords. Choosing yourself. You don't have to follow other people on their pathways. You don't need to hold their hand. You're meant to embrace your light. And that in itself is going to be a victory. I do feel like that some of you are releasing some friendships. You know, you're just not on the same page anymore. That's not to say that in time your paths won't cross and you can be friends again. You just kind of pick up where you left off, and you can share in those adventures. For other people, it's just, okay, they're just toxic to your situation. They're just, telling you what you should do, not fully understanding your own personal situation, which only you know intuitively. Only you know your shadow. And it might be time to, cut out the echoes from the past, getting rid of the toxic people that just want to tell you what to do, and it just doesn't feel right to you. And being honest with yourself. Okay, here's the artwork for your next card. And we have the waning gibbous 3. I seek balance and grounding. That goes very nicely with your reading, because with this 10 of staves, you're unbalanced with carrying that burden. And the Hierophant wants you to release that so that you are lighter on your path to enlightenment. Your energy is being elevated. And as your energy is being elevated, this 10 of Wands is going to disintegrate and help you to become lighter. Next we have, here's your artwork. So this might resonate with some of you who might be Leos or have Leo aspects. We also currently have Mars in Leo that could be impacting you as well. I am courageous and powerful, and you are meant to claim your power, pile 1. We also have the Sun here, which rules over the sign of Leo. And I feel like that you are tuning into your energies and tuning into your creativity, and facing your fears takes courage. Maybe this person is being hesitant in going out into the vast ocean, using as I gotta wait for the right wave before I go out there. No, have the courage to go out there and practice riding the waves that are there, and eventually the right wave will emerge for you. I do feel like that in your shadow work, clearing out toxic energies, maybe these are people that, in some way have betrayed you out of their own selfishness, or were trying to get you to do what they want you to do, and it wasn't really feeling right. It wasn't vibing with you. And that is where you're going to seek the balance and grounding within yourself. And that you may need the courage to be honest, not only with yourself, but with others, because others might not take it so well when you tell them, you know what, it's time for me to go on my own path and do my own thing. I wish you well, and maybe later on our paths will cross, and we'll pick up our friendship then. But for now, you need to be on your own path, pile 1, because you are diving deep into your shadow work. You are trying to find safety within yourself by decluttering and organizing your space, physically, mentally, emotionally, and speaking your world into being, telling yourself what it is that you do want to emerge in your world. You are planting the seeds and nurturing them in the darkness of the soil, and through that nurturing they're going to root down for stability first. That's doing some of that shadow work before they begin to emerge into the light. There is abundance here for you, abundance and victory. There is a new flow of energy that's flowing to you that's going to elevate you. And there is healing through creativity. I'm going to end your reading here, Pile 1. I hope that you found it helpful and inspiring. Please feel free to share and like and comment on your reading. And feel free to subscribe to this channel if you enjoy its content. Until next time, take care and blessed be, my friends. Hello, Pile 2. If you were drawn to the selenite sphere, welcome to your reading. Before we reveal your Moonology card, let's get your other Moonology cards out for you. Okay, so we begin with Moonlight Serenade. Change your tune. And here I feel like that your vibration is changing. Next, we have the first quarter moon in Aquarius. Trust the universe. So the universe could be bringing you in new downloads, which is going to elevate your vibration. And then we have the full moon in Aries, a fiery climax approaches. Okay, the interesting thing with Aries and this Scorpio full moon is that traditionally both Scorpio and Aries were ruled by the planet Mars. Mars is currently in the sign of Leo, which can ignite that fiery energy. The modern planet that rules over Scorpio is Pluto. So Pluto is like the higher octave to this Mars energy. And you're meant to trust the shifts that are occurring. And with this fiery climax, I feel like that this is a passion. Now, Aries is the first sign on the astro wheel, and it's that spark, that divine spark that ignites the wheel. It is about the ego. It is about yourself. And you're meant to trust the universe to help you change your tune. And again, the climax, I feel like that's something exciting is on the precipice of happening. And just trust it. Don't give up. Keep going. Aries is also about they're very driven signs, and they tend to not give up until they are completely exhausted. So they will work and work and work. They tend to be workaholics, and to the point of exhaustion, because they're so focused on what it is that they want to accomplish. And maybe that change in your tune is giving yourself a break, a rest, but also to keep in mind that to keep on your path. There's nothing wrong with giving yourself a little breather when you need one, to tap in, to look how far you've come, and look where it is that you're going as you continue to approach your goal. Let's get some tarot cards down here for you. I do feel like that the universe is bringing you some wonderful energy that is going to ignite something within your passions. And when your passions are awakened, that is also going to change your tune. Now, this Aquarius energy is about, because we do have Pluto in Aquarius. And Pluto is that higher octave of Mars that rules both Scorpio and Aries. And we have for you, pile 2, the Ace of Staffs, a new beginning, new inspiration. Page of Staffs, a new adventure. And the Page of Staffs is an adventurer. He's ruled by Sagittarius, and it's about trusting that it's kind of like the Fool card in that it trusts that on the journey he will find everything that he needs as he goes along. He's not going empty-handed, but he's also trusting that whatever he needs will be provided. Then we have the Knight of Staffs. Okay, being at the right place at the right time. This is trusting the universe, and the universe is giving you these synchronicities that are occurring to help guide you. Synchronicities are the signposts on your path saying, go this way. This is the right way to go. This is a great adventure. All the knights are instigators of change, and it is here that your tune is going to change. Next, we have the Six of Pentacles, and you will be rewarded. The Six of Pentacles is a give and take. It is an exchange. It's like going to a store and purchasing something. You give them money, and in exchange, you receive that which you purchased. This can also be karmic rewards. Because you are trusting the universe, you're following the signposts that emerge through synchronicities, and by doing so, you are going to find a rewarding pathway. And then we have the Four of Swords, and to me this is that confirmation of giving yourself a break when you need to take a break, to rest, to recover, to restore your energies. And with this Four of Swords, this will give you time to contemplate, receive blessings that are going to gently transform you. Now, some might be gentle, because I feel like that here for you, pile 2, the wands represent our thoughts and ideas. And I feel like that you are making a shift in the way that you think, in the way that you perceive, and by doing so, your approach to doing things differently is going to be through your passions. And that is what's going to change your tune. Let's get some clarifying tarot on here with the Light Seer Tarot. On the Ace of Staffs, we have the Eight of Cups, walking away from something that no longer serves you. It could start off with this idea of like, okay, these things or this person, these people, this job, this career path isn't working for me, and the universe has given me this new idea. This isn't to say that you don't utilize the skills that you already have. That's the foundation for your new pathway. And you are following your ideas. You're walking away from that which no longer serves you. You've emotionally outgrown those people, those situations. You've gotten all that you can out of a particular career path or a company that you were working with, and you're not going anywhere. I feel like some of you are spinning your wheels, and that's part of this changing your tune. It's like, it's time for me to leave. You're no longer the caterpillar. You are emerging from that chrysalis state in the cocoon into the butterfly. And with this Eight of Cups, you are walking towards this new adventure with the Page of Staffs, trusting the universe to guide you. And here we have the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is the dream team makes for the dream to work. This could be you starting your own business with a couple of friends, or just on your own, and maybe just incorporating some help that you need that comes along the way. But you may have an idea with this Ace of Wands to starting your own business, and now you're ready to turn that hobby into a side business, or just going full time with it. On the Knight of Staffs, we have the Hangman. This is that caterpillar in the chrysalis state within the cocoon. You are changing, you are transforming, you are preparing yourself to become the butterfly, and that's going to change your tune from being no longer the caterpillar, going through that transformation, which is very Scorpio energy. You are illuminated. You have a new perspective on something by looking at it differently. Sometimes when doing artwork, and you're kind of stuck on how it looks, turning it upside down can help shift your perspective. Looking at it in the reflection of a mirror can also change your perspective so that you can create a balance within your composition. On the Six of Pentacles, we have the Knight of Swords. Your path is clear. We have the Knight of Staffs and we have the Knight of Swords. The Knights, again, are instigators of change. Obstacles are clearing. You've been following the synchronicities, the signposts that the universe has been giving you, and it has shifted your perspective. You are seeing things more deeply, and it's enabling you to clear your pathway. Rushing off, you have this higher perspective with the large bird up in the sky. So you are getting a new perspective, not only from boots on the ground, but also above, trusting the universe to show you what's ahead, preparing you for what's ahead so that you can recognize the synchronicities. On the Four of Swords, we have the Four of Cups. Okay, with the Four of Swords, that is about giving yourself a chance to recover and restore your energies. The Four of Cups can be a card of melancholy, of being uncertain, being weary, being tired. not really having the energy to move forward. And I feel that it does complement this Four of Swords, because when you're feeling that weariness, when you're feeling that lack of energy or direction, because you have expended a lot of energy in these shifts, and now it's time to pause and look at what you've accomplished before moving forward. Let's get you a magical spell card, because it's always fun to do magic during the full moon or new moon, and actually anytime, because the moon, no matter what phase it's in, what sign it's in, you can work with those energies to help you. And we have for you number 20 with grace. Grace, blessing, come to me. Come to me to set me free. And I do feel like that during this Four of Swords and Four of Cups energy, look at the bottom of the deck. We have number 4 with beauty. I have a form which is divine. I allow what is within to shine. Okay, and yes, this is a grace period where you can recover your energies, because again, you've put a lot of energies into your idea, walking away from that which no longer serves you, creating something new, maybe with some new people or new energies that's helping you to shift your perspective so that you can see the synchronicities, the signposts that are going to give you that green light to go and claim this energy exchange, your rewards, and then give you the opportunity of grace to restore your energies, to recover your energies. As I said, Aries is a sign that can work themselves to exhaustion. And I feel like that you have expended a lot of energy or are expending a lot of energy. And when you feel the need to rest, give yourself that grace, because then it will allow these changes and transformations to settle in and help you to move forward in the correct direction. Okay, let's get you some moon magic cards to conclude your reading. Okay, Spirit has dropped these 2 cards out, and we have I will not remain stuck, I choose change, with the waxing crescent. And here you are changing your tune, because you don't want to be stuck. You don't want to have that same old song playing over and over in your head. So it's time to change your tune. And here we have the artwork for your next card. And we have I let go of anxieties of others with this micro moon. Trusting the energies. You're walking away from the anxiety of others. That could be the pressure that other people have put on you, and it could be that they want you to do something for them and they're trying to put pressure on you, which is just causing you to feel this anxiety, and you're stuck in that anxious energy. It's because sometimes we can freeze. You know, it's the freeze, flight or fight energies when we become overwhelmed. And it's time to let that go, pile 2. Okay, let's get you one more card. Here is your artwork. And we have the moon god, rabbit on the moon. I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views. And in many ways, that is what the hangman is doing. He's going deeper within his subconscious. And in some ways, the suspension is digging deeper into the soul to discover your inner butterfly. And taking that higher perspective. Here, the universe is giving you that bird's eye view, which can see farther ahead and all around you for any possible obstacles that might be in your way so that you can avoid them. And in some ways, that is going to be a reward. The 6 of Pentacles can be a reward of that energy exchange. Maybe you help some friends out and you get paid for helping them out. And again, you are expending a lot of energy here, and it might be time when you feel the need to take a rest, to give yourself permission to take that rest, because then you'll come back renewed, re-energized, and then with that energy, you'll be able to go into that higher perspective and widen your views. This bird is giving you that bird's eye view of wider perspective. And I feel like here with the hangman as well, you're releasing the anxiety of others. You may have cocooned yourself off from others to not allow their energies to penetrate into your world. So you might have been avoiding certain people, and you know why, deep down, why you're avoiding them. And maybe it's just time to walk away from it and begin your own pathway. Okay, pile 2, these is all that I'm seeing for you, so I'm going to end your reading here. I hope that you enjoyed it and found it inspiring. Please feel free to share, like, comment, and even subscribe to this channel. Until next time, take care and blessed be, my friends. Hello, pile 2. If you were drawn to the green calcite stone, welcome to your reading. Okay, before we reveal this card, I'm going to draw your other 2 Moonology cards. Okay, let's see what your Moonology cards have to say. Okay, take time to breathe out with the disseminating moon. Next, we have moon cycles with patience. So be patient with yourself. Allow yourself to breathe, to exhale. Don't be holding your breath. And then we have the last quarter moon in Capricorn. Leave the past behind. Okay, what I'm seeing here is take time to breathe out. breathing out the past so that you can leave it behind. Be patient with your breath work. Doing meditative breath work can be very helpful. It's like breathing in the good and exhaling the bad. Breathing in the present and exhaling the past. So you can leave the past behind. Know that this will take time, so be patient with yourself. Okay, let's go deeper into this reading with the tarot. And we begin with the Ten of Pentacles. This is a very nice card. This is a card of inheritance, of ancestors, legacy, family. This can also be your inherited traits that are encoded in your DNA. And this is also about building a legacy. And if you look, they're crossing under a bridge. And it's almost like walking through a new doorway, a kind of initiation. And 10, when reduced to a single digit, it's 1. So with an ending, there's a new beginning. Just as with breath work, with every inhalation, there's an exhalation. Next, we have the Ace of Swords. This is focusing your mind, exploring that which you are curious about. And that is a great thing to do during the Scorpio full moon, because Scorpio is about investigating the mysteries, going deep. And the swords are about your mental mind, your ideas, clarifying your ideas. I feel like that some of you have stepped through into this abundance, because the Ten of Pentacles is material abundance. And this could be you thinking about what it is you want to do with that abundance that has come to you. Be patient. Don't move quickly. And the Ace of Swords is saying give yourself time and patience to think about it. Next, we have the Star, wish fulfillment. Okay, for some of you with this Ten of Pentacles, this could be a financial windfall. Someone might win the lottery, or just have this financial windfall coming to you in the form of inheritance or something that was lost and is now found, discovered. The Star also represents following your true north, your direction. It is telling you, come this way. Okay, next we have the Six of Cups. This is a very nice card. It is a card of melancholy and nostalgia, thinking about the past, thinking about the good times, and holding on to those good times while you leave, with this leave the past behind. It's reminding you not to try to hold on to the past or relive your glory days, but to hold that positive energy and use those bubbles of energy for your future. This can also be working through negative things that you've experienced in the past. And a lot of times when the Six of Cups shows up, someone that you haven't spoken to in a long time, either you contact them or they contact you, or your paths just happen to cross. and you kind of pick up where you left off. The friendship is then renewed. I do see this Six of Cups as something positive, even though it is a card of remembering the past. Perhaps this is remembering those childhood dreams of what you always wanted to do and what is currently resonating with you to do. You're meant to be patient, to sit with that energy and reclaim your power, reclaim your dreams and wishes with this star, and focus on what feels right. That's going to build comfort, legacy. And then we have the Six of Pentacles, rewards, karmic rewards. So we have the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. So I do feel like that you are meant, I do see this as a confirmation of reclaiming those bubbles of energy, positive energy of what it is that you've always wanted to do, but weren't able to do. And now is the time to do that. Okay, let's get some clarifying tarot on these. Okay, on the Ten of Pentacles, we have the Six of Pentacles. That's so beautiful because we have the Six of Pentacles here, and these are your rewards. It's almost like, okay, here's some seed money. It could be in the form of an inheritance for you to plant these seeds and grow it into something more. This could be, again, some money that just comes to you through a windfall of some sort. And again, it becomes seed money for you to build something bigger, build your legacy. But with this Patience card and the Ace of Swords, you're meant to think about it carefully and being patient with yourself. Next, we have the Hangman on the Ace of Swords. Okay, this is also a card of patience, getting a new perspective. And what does that mean for you? With artwork, for example, you know, sometimes when I'm working on a painting or a drawing, sometimes turning it upside down gives me a new perspective of what doesn't quite look right. Also, looking at the reflection of a picture in the mirror can also give me a new perspective to reflect on. And here we have someone in a yoga hammock, and they are drawing the runes in the water of life. There is divine signs and messages here for you. And what I'm seeing here in the runes, we have Othello, which is possessions, inheritance. We have Radho, which is movement, travel. We have Purdo, which is initiation, and there can be some gambling, so a financial windfall. And with thorn here, this is kind of like that thorn in your side of, you know, leaving the past behind. And then we have mayonnaise here, which is movement also. It can also be the person moving. We also have ingwas, and we have a gifu here, which is a gift. And again, the ingwas can be inheritance. This is a completion. And again, you have gift. And then we have Hagalaz over here, which is, it can be a disruption, but it doesn't, disruptions don't have to be negative. They can be positive, but it shifts your perspective, and you're meant to sit and be patient with that energy, to be flexible. With the star, we have the Six of Wands, victory. So I do really see this as a confirmation for wish fulfillment, for a financial windfall, something financially going your way, and it's something that's very positive, and you're embracing this positive energy. And the reason why you have this new energy coming to you is because you have left the past behind, that which no longer serves you, and you're making room for something new to come in. On the Six of Cups, we have the Seven of Pentacles. Okay, to me, this is the Seven of Pentacles is about nurturing your dreams, waiting for the right time of ripeness. And as with the Six of Cups, perhaps something that you've always wanted to do, you now have the opportunity to nurture that. And with the Six of Pentacles there, I see that the rewards are coming your way. Now, the Seven of Pentacles follows the Six of Pentacles. We have the Six of Pentacles showing up twice here. And to me, this is nurturing this windfall that is coming your way. And then we have the Two of Swords on the Six of Pentacles. And I feel like that somehow it takes you by surprise. You weren't even seeing this coming. And at the bottom of the deck, we have death and rebirth. So because you didn't see this coming, because this is Scorpio energy, you didn't see this coming, but it enables you to have this new beginning, because with this Ten of Pentacles, it can be a card of inheritance and receiving a financial windfall. And your perception has been shifted, but you're choosing to embrace victory, to nurture the goodness that has come to you in your life, even though it has taken you by surprise. And know that you deserve this goodness that is coming your way. Because the next card on the bottom is the Queen of Pentacles, someone who is resourceful, and I feel like that we need to bring her out as well, because she is now the queen of her realm. She's very resourceful. She is involved with her community. That could just be, you know, because we do have the Ten of Pentacles here. That could be family. That could be your close friends that you consider family. And there is this integration of resources. Okay, let's get you a magical spell card, because it's always fun to do magic and working with the moon phases, with the moon cycles. And we have for you a romance with 23. Romance, it is a sacred power. Let it come to me this hour. Okay, with that Six of Cups, this could be someone who got away in the past and now they've returned and they want to nurture a relationship with you. They want to romance you. And I do feel like that this has taken you completely by surprise with that Two of Swords and the death and rebirth. and the Queen of Wands. This could also be someone who wants to share their wealth with you. They want to romance you. They want to go on a journey with you. At the bottom of the deck, we have abundance with number 2. Goddess of abundance, divine, let me thrive, let fortune be mine. And because of all the good fortune cards you have, I feel like we need to bring abundance. And then right under that, we have success with 12. Success that's true belongs to me. Success with honor and integrity. And again, I feel like that we need to claim this card too, because your reading is all about abundance and success. And there's a little bit of romance here for those of you who are seeking romance with that 6 of Cups. This could be like going on a second honeymoon, or a place that you two have always wanted to get away, to leave the past behind and embrace this beautiful, abundant, successful future that's filled with romance and love. And with the 7 of Pentacles, it's also a card of patience. Have patience. You cannot force your plant to grow. You can't force the fruit to ripen overnight. You have to nurture it each day, which is going to teach you patience. And every day you're going to see new growth. And with that new growth, it'll help you to leave the past behind. Okay, let's close out your reading with some moon magic cards. Okay, so we have this for your artwork. And I choose to take a higher perspective and widen my views with the moon god, rabbit on the moon. And I feel like that with this hangman and the ace of swords, you're doing some deep soul work, some deep shadow work that is actually elevating your perspective by knowing yourself at a deeper level. Here's the artwork for your next card. And we have the waxing crescent with 3. I will not remain stuck. I choose change. Because the hangman can also leave you hanging, feeling stuck. Maybe you feel someone has left you hanging. Be patient, take time to breathe out, leave the past behind, because I feel like some of you might feel stuck in your past. But now you choose to take a higher perspective, and you are choosing change. You have the Star card of wish fulfillment. And here is the artwork for your last card. And we have the waning gibbous. I gather more wisdom each day. And that goes very nice with this patience card with the ace of swords, because it's focused energy. And I'm feeling like wisdom of the stars, wisdom that you've learned from the past, so that you're not feeling stuck. Being patient with yourself, because sometimes you have to kind of wiggle your way out of a tight situation. But once you wiggle yourself free, there's this rebirth into great abundance and resources for you. You have the 6 of Pentacles showing up twice. So the resources are going to come to you at the right time, and they might come to you as a surprise with that Two of Swords. You didn't see it coming. But what is coming to you is abundance, success, prosperity. And it is through that that's going to help you to set yourself free, broaden your perspective, because you're going to be able to do more. And I feel like that romance is going to fill your life. Even if this is romancing yourself, you know, taking yourself out on a date to celebrate yourself, to celebrate the changes, the positive changes that you've been making, to treat yourself the way that you want to be treated, so that you know how you want others to treat you. So I'm going to end your reading here, Pile 3. I hope you enjoyed it and found it inspiring. Please feel free to like, share, and subscribe to this channel if you'd like. And until next time, take care and blessed be, my friends.